What would happen if Wu shaved his beard?
He would look like me, I guess. Old yet still handsome.
Are Ultraviolet and Kilo related?
I don't think so.
You watch any Ninjago YouTubers?
Yeah, once in a while I watch guys like him. Also his family videos.
Aw, Tommy, thanks. Very original concept of Ninjago. What was it?
Before I joined the team working on the Ninjago theme, there was some ideas about a Ninja Academy.
Okay.
The name of Ninjago was already on the table, but the story was very different. Obviously that changed a lot as we started going into development. There were no specific enemies. That turned out to be the skeletons.
I have to be honest, a little confusing the first few sessions with the whole Ninjago city and then Ninjago. Why the difference?
Well, so the call out Ninjago whenever they go into speeches, it wasn't actually in the scripts. That's something we came up with in the very end of the production.
Okay.
Which was convenient because they would always wear their hoods when they were doing it, so we didn't have to animate it. But that was basically the marketing lead at the time really wanted some sort of war cry, something like Cowabunga, you know, that kind of thing. And he was always saying Ninjago, and it's just like, ugh, it just rubbed the wrong way. So we just came up with Ninjago. So it has that oomph to it, and then it turned out to actually be a great kind of, this is now you spin when you spin with the toy.
Okay.
So it's Ninjago.
Did Lego pitch Chima as the Lego version of Thundercats?
No.
I'm an animator and I'm doing a CGI Lego Ninjago season that I'm animating. Is it illegal to do a Lego Ninjago CGI animation?
Not at all. I mean, we love people being inspired and making stuff of their own. You know, the gray area is always where if you start to charge money for it, you can certainly not use the Lego logo, stuff like that. But as long as it's something you're doing out of passion and you know, respect for the original property, I don't think anyone's gonna have a problem with that.
Is the Overlord Oni?
That's a good question, and I think that's something that we're gonna leave open for interpretation.
Reason behind Zane changing forms in season 8?
Well, basically, we've kind of been asked to, okay, now with the Ninjago movies out, we want to make sure that these characters are recognizable. So, but also, he was a lot different in the show than what he was in the movie. So it's like, how do we service that request to use the same character look, but still service what's in the show with the Nindroid, and that's so Hagemans came up with the idea of a kind of cloaking device,
which is a really cool idea, Hagemans.
And if you look at it, whenever Zane is in private and comfortable around his friends, his titanium, whenever he's kind of out there on mission, he is in his human form. Oh. You might say he's in disguise. Cool. So that's how we work with the logic about that.
A lot of people are continually asking me and you for spoilers. What are your feelings on spoilers? I think you've actually done a pretty good job on actually getting some information out here, but what's your feeling on spoilers?
It's something you have to be very careful about, because there's a right way to get a piece of information, which is often the most entertaining way, and that's actually by experiencing, by watching the show. And well, sometimes you get a question like, is Ronan gonna be in season 8? Right. Which isn't really much of a spoiler, but if I were to say no, because I mean he isn't, then I have by that extension also revealed that he's not Samurai X. Right. So you know, it's like you can really, by giving a bit of innocent information, you can really just blow the whole thing open. Right. So I mean that's why sometimes we're pretty dismissive about, you know, even the smallest things. Are Ray and Maya gonna be in? You know, maybe. I mean, if they turn out to be the big bad guy, they could be in it. Are they the big bad guy? Do you want to share your least favorite villain? It's one of the lighter ones. It's someone like Samukai. We hardly got to know him. This person asked me about a Ninjago calendar, and I wasn't sure if it's a calendar meaning
like merchandise calendar, or a calendar and like all these important dates, like how like Day of the Departed and stuff in the Ninjago season.
I think they were probably talking about the timeline.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it is interesting because I do have one sitting in a drawer, but it's also one of those things where I think it's better left for interpretation, like the Ninja's Ages. But there's like definitely milestones that you can set down. Okay, from this point, the Serpentine Wars was 40 years away. This got to be the point where Wu and Garmadon fight over the golden weapon. Slightly before that, Lloyd must have been conceived. Stuff like that. But
even like Zane, based on the knowledge of where if the ninja were like late teens, early 20 type thing, he would be in his early 40s based on the rebuild, right?
Yeah.
The argument I had with Kirby Morrow on my channel was about what ages we were supposed to go for during the audition process. Totally different argument.
And I think he was right.
Yo, Tom, man. No, man, it didn't.
All right, so here it is. And we've never agreed on this. We've never agreed on this.
You and me? We just talked about the first time, and I'm getting a little upset.
I mean, even internally, and even me and the Hagemans.
Okay.
But I'm pretty sure that when we went to the first audition, the brief was, these guys are 14 years old. Nia's 12 years old. However, as we got into season 2, and we got to have a little fling between Jay and Nia, it's like, maybe they're a little older than we thought they were. So this is the reason why it's good to never talk about this ever again.
Okay, why? Because I'm getting fired up? Is that why?
Were you wrong, Brent?
No, I'm right. Because I'm going to tell you why.
Okay.
Because I went back to the original audition. I have the email.
Oh.
Yes. On the breakdown of the email, it does not say the ages at all.
Okay.
So there's no proof on the thing. So basically, it's my version is when I went for the audition, Michael Donovan, the voice director, told me what age I was supposed to be going for, which was in my my argument with Kirby, 16 to 20 was the. So I'm going for a 16, 17-year-old ninja type character. He's like, just do this. So that's what I did. Whereas Kirby goes, it was in the breakdown, 14 years old. And no, it was not, because I have that breakdown.
Yeah.
So there is no way to actually prove it.
Yeah.
Because you have no written documentation.
No, and I have to say something now.
Right?
When the series started out, the ninja was...
Have you ever been recognized in public?
Yeah, my mom...
What is Garmadon's elemental power?
Wu and Garmadon's elemental powers, well, they're not actually elemental masters. They do have something else that has something to do with the balance. But it's not something that we kind of really define, at least not yet.
Hey, did you notice you have this like light? Do you mind just crouching your face down like this for the rest of... Okay. Hold on. One sentence on how you feel describing the core Ninjago cast.
I look forward to meeting them in a few days from now. I met Vincent a few times. He's a hoot. Now I know this character. I met Mark Oliver.
Yeah.
Drummond.
Brian Drummond.
Yeah.
Well, they don't know Brian Drummond yet.
Oh.
Season 9.
No, apart from, I'm just looking forward to meeting everyone.
Are we allowed to say you're going to meet us? Because that's kind of like saying that you're here for a reason.
Yeah, I'm here for a reason. Yeah, that's true.
Tommy, man, it's been a pleasure having you on my channel with all those questions. Thank you guys for the plenty questions. I can't believe we got through a lot of these. You're a stud. Love working with you behind the scenes.
And thanks for an amazing bike ride. It's been great.
Yeah, and we're not done yet.
No, we gotta get something to eat.
My butt muscles are extremely clenchy today. How's your butt muscles doing, Tom?
Oh, they're perky as always.
Subscribe to my channel if you're new, or just if you haven't actually, if you're too lazy to press the button, just do it. It helps me kind of know who's, never mind, just do it. Go over to Tommy's Twitter and read his canon stuff, the way of the departed. Yes?
Oh, that's the way.
Aha.